It's now time for something. I would like to say it's now time for something different, but to be honest, this whole program is something different. So, but to say now here's time for something much the same is not true either. So I'm just going to say here is Daffodil Beast by the wonderful Meredith Debonnaire.
Right. Hello, everyone. I'm Meredith Debonnaire. I'm delighted to be here. Such fun. And today I will be serenading you with the traditional tantamount spring song, When Will the Daffodil Beast Run Free Once More? For those of you who don't know, Tantamount is an imaginary town which I write stories about. Quite a lot of weird things happen, and you can find out more on my blog, which, if you Google Meredith Debonnaire, you will find. There's not a lot of other people with that name. So, as I said, traditional tantamount spring song. I know it's a little bit early for a spring song, but I thought I'd sneak it in. And this is the first outing of this definitely a traditional song, didn't at all write this in a few hours last week song. So, here goes. It's called When Will the Daffodil Beast Roam Free Once More? When will the daffodil beast roam free once more? The land again rocked by its mighty roar. When will the daffodil beast with paw and with claw roam across Tantamount free once more? The daffodil beast was locked away beneath the dumpsy tump so grey, and there 'twas stuck, and there did stay till spring awoke again. When will the daffodil beast roam free once more? The land again rocked by its mighty roar. When will the daffodil beast with paw and with claw roam across Tantamount free once more? And through the winter it did keep account of all the things asleep, until it rose up from the deep, a burning yellow beast. When will the daffodil beast roam free once more? The land again rocked by its mighty roar. When will the daffodil beast with paw and with claw roam across Tantamount free once more? It came up from 'neath the ground, a stranger beast you never found. With flowers all its fur was bound, and spiny fish-like teeth. When will the daffodil beast roam free once more? The land again rocked by its mighty roar. When will the daffodil beast with paw and with claw roam across Tantamount free once more? Its bulbous head it raised up high, and snarkled greatly at the sky. With flowery trumpets by and by it warbled its song. When will the daffodil beast roam free once more? The land again rocked by its mighty roar. When will the daffodil beast with claw and with paw roam across Tantamount free once more? Unleashed now upon the season, it caused havoc without reason. At least we're no longer freezing. Daffodil beast, hooray! When will the daffodil beast roam free once more? The land again rocked by its mighty roar. When will the daffodil beast with paw and with claw roam across Tantamount free once more? It has devoured all our cattle, defeated every knight in battle. Its mighty stamens roll and rattle. Hail the daffodil beast! When will the daffodil beast roam free once more? The land again rocked by its mighty roar. When will the daffodil beast with paw and with claw roam across tantamount free once more? With 60,000 pollinous eyes and leafy green enormous thighs, it fair blots out the lovely skies. Spring is here again. When will the daffodil beast roam free once more? The land again rocked by its mighty roar. When will the daffodil beast with paw and with claw roam across tantamount free once more? For everything there is a time, and every reason has a rhyme. Spring is cut down in her prime, so rages the daffodil beast. When will the daffodil beast roam free once more? The land again rocked by its mighty roar. When will the daffodil beast with paw and with claw roam across tantamount free once more? Back to the dumpsy tump it goes, and to the darkness deep below. But we know it's a short repose for this dead yet dreaming beast. When will the daffodil beast roam free once more? The land again rocked by its mighty roar. When will the daffodil beast with paw and with claw roam across tantamount free once more? Roam across tantamount free once more. And there you have it. The first public outing of the lyrics to When Will the Daffodil Beast Roam Free Once More? Enjoy. I hope you have a lovely rest of your festival.
There we go. Fabulous. The wonderful Meredith Debonnaire there. I have to say, with Easter coming up, I don't think I'm going to look at those yellow flowers in quite the same way again. Slightly worrying there, I think. Just having a quick water. It's getting terribly dry here. Having a quick water break. So I found this new brand of water, which is it's got a very interesting label. I don't know whether you can see that, but it's a very weird colour, as you can probably see. It's quite nice, but I'm not sure that it won't have some kind of weird kind of effect at some point. I'm sure it'll all be fine. Anyway, yes, maybe won't have any more of that. There are many people associated with Hopeless Maine and the Eldritch Broadcasting Corporation. Some wonderful people, some wonderful storytellers, and we're very, very pleased to have a wonderful writer who's contributed a piece today. He's also organises a fabulous music festival called Raising Steam, and raises money for charities in Nepal. But he is a tremendous storyteller. So coming up now, we have the Hel-boar of Kedbyy, and of course the writer I'm talking about is Stephen C. Davis.
My name is Brother Albrecht. I'm a brother of the Christ of the East. You may not believe the tale I tell you, but I swear it is all true. By the Christ of the East, may he provide succour to my suffering. I swear to you, the tale is true. I saw it all myself, though I wish I had not. I worked in the village of Kedbyy, working tirelessly to save the souls of the villagers who, mostly, did not believe. But that does not matter. If I can save them from their foolishness, I must. I am dying. I am damned. What I have seen. My mind unravels. It cannot be. The Christ of the East would not allow it, surely. And yet I saw it. I know I saw it. Once a week I was invited to the house of Sir Anselm. He was one of the faithful. He attended services regularly, he reported any flagrant breach or act of heresy, and he donated both time and money to the church. In his time he had had both wife and daughter, though neither was still living, I believed, prior to these times. The incident did not take place in his house. His was a most seemly house. If he had a mistress, she was kept well out of sight, as was right. I was treated with every accord and respect. He sought my opinion on a number of matters over the years, and I was pleased to call him almost a friend, though a brother cannot truly be a friend with any of their flock. All too easily a sheep may stray. I cannot... What I saw, it was so real. It was real. And yet I know it cannot have been. How could the Christ of the East allow it? The madness of all men, that comes to all men, but that is nothing to say of the wickedness of all women. Kedbyy is not a rich or well-maintained place. There are a few fields, though they are hemmed in by a steep rise to the ridge overlooking the village. The other side, the River Trent, provides a few fish from time to time. It is a poor, honest village where all must work diligently and together to survive. It is harsh, though the weather is often mild. Caught between the cliff and the river, the village nestles, and, truthfully, it is not so tough for those capable of working hard. It was on the brow of the hill that it happened. Though the hill was a tough climb, I often climbed one side, crossed the brow, and descended the other. I kept myself excised that way, free from disturbing thoughts. As I have said, my mind rambles. Did I tell you his daughter was dead, had taken her own life, so the villagers said? She took her life for no reason I can discern. Her mother being dead, she had been brought up by her good father and was, I believe, in preparation for marriage. I saw her on the hillside. It cannot have been her, and yet it was. Silver-haired, raven-haired, like some sort of unholy visitation from the Christ of the East. The sky had darkened as I climbed, and, truthfully, the air smelled bad. It happened occasionally. There were deep cracks in the ground, and some called them fissures of hell. There was always something strange about poor Sir Anselm's wife. She was sleek and beautiful, full of herself, believing she had reasons to lord above the community, above her husband, who worked tirelessly, no doubt, to save her soul. Airs and graces she gave herself, wanting the finest silk, the softest down, nothing but a life of comfort and luxury she wanted. It was on the hillside. I will never see the hillside again, and for that I am thankful. I will never see the outside of this monastery. You, scribe, are the last living soul I will see, and that, your poor humble face, will be my last sight. It was there, on the hillside, that I saw her. On a clear day, when the air smelled of bad eggs, I saw the dead come to life. She stood on the hillside, the daughter, the one who had killed herself. I saw her as clearly as I see you, scribe. See, I can reach out and touch you. Ha-ha! You flinch from me, scribe. You have nothing to fear. The Christ of the East will look after your soul. No, I saw her, though I did not touch her. She was close enough to identify. Part of me wonders whether I should record this part. If I have you write down what I say, it will be recorded. The recording of it will make it real to some. Some will take the written word as gospel. Some will believe the evilness, because it is recorded. But if I do not report it, if I take what I saw to the heavens, then it may happen again, and none will be the wiser. The daughter of Anselm, yes, she is a damned one, a witch, a summoner, an evil thing, something that should be stoned. I saw her draw lightning from the sky. I saw her summon the storm. On the hillside, with the air ripe from a clear sky, she summoned clouds and mist, sun and rain. She turned the sun black. She turned the moon green. It cannot have been. Am I dreaming? Am I deluded? I have served the Christ of the East to the best of my abilities. Have I fallen low, taken in by the daughter's wickedness? It was not just the daughter. Oh no. The daughter is not even the worst of it. I am afeard to give voice. If I give voice, likely the parchment will burst into flame. Your very ears, scribe, may melt or turn in upon themselves in protest. It cannot be. I cannot say. And yes, I must. You will think me mad. You will think my mind, my soul, taken, that I speak gibberish. And it is true. What I saw that day, what I saw has turned my mind inside out. It cannot have been. And yet, there should be no more delaying, scribe. I see you look at your quill as if the ink will run dry. She was there, the daughter, that day on the hillside. I do not know what foulness she intended to cause. I am not foolish to believe the children's tales of the peasants. A god who is a stag? A horned man? Peasant superstition. Foolish belief. Lack of belief in the proper order of things. A running away from the truth. Denying it because you are not worthy. I was there that day on the brow of the hillside overlooking Kedbyy. I saw the mists part. I saw a naked woman step through them. But she was no woman. Her feet were cloven hoofs. Her head boasted a crown of horns. She was in fur, but it was the fur of skin, not the fur of clothing. She was an abomination unto the Christ of the East. But she was not alone. No, scribe, do not look away. We are almost at the meat. Almost at the finish of it. It cannot be. It cannot be. And yet I saw it. Others must know what I saw, why I died. I wonder, is this a test? Have I passed or have I failed? Will I go to the heavens or will I go to hell? I know not. Beside the unholy abomination, there appeared a dread creature. A creature neither wolf nor stag, but of both. The body of a wolf, the head of a stag, crowned with horns bigger than the unholy abominations. A wolf's tail, the legs of a stag, long and thin. I saw then what else she had summoned. There were Hel-boar, 30 to 40 of them. They stamped and shuffled, and one belched. Flames licked out. On the hillside, a wild pack of 30 to 40 Hel-boar, a creature both wolf and stag, a thing, a sham of a woman, part creature, believed a god by the peasants. The daughter had summoned them all, I know not for what ends. I fled. That is right, scribe, I fled. For 3 days I ran like the hellhounds were on my trail. Perhaps they were. I was never cold. Perhaps the Hel-boar followed me, their fires licking at my heels. It is ending, scribe. This monastery is miles from Kedbyy. 3 days I have been running, 3 days with my heels ragged. 3 days. 3 days. Scribe, why do you put your quill down? What is that scraping at the door? Why do I feel the warmth of hell? What is that sound without? Scribe, where do you go? Stay away from the door. Do not open the door, I beg of you.
So that was the Hel-boar of Kedbyy from Steve Davis, a great writer. Do check out his writings. You can find him on Facebook, I'm sure, and elsewhere. He runs a publishing company called Tenebrous Text. And he also has a music show called Breathe, which is plays some fabulous music. Great way to learn new music. So I can recommend that too. Now we're about halfway through, so we've got a lot of other stuff coming up, some really interesting things coming up, some funny things coming up, and some more music as well.